Wes, how do you explain the 19 turnovers tonight?
Some of them were, just kind of over dribbling, kind of playing in crowds. Some were careless. Sometimes we got rushed a little bit, sped up a little bit. There's a variety of turnovers. I thought that was the biggest hurdle for us tonight.
And it seemed like you went with a especially short rotation. Is that just an example of kind of the stakes that are at play in a game like this?
To some degree. And plus, I thought that those 8 guys were playing pretty well. I know the density of our schedule and, come out in fourth game in 5 nights. I thought the effort was great. And there were a lot of mental lapses that, you'd like to have back. Had opportunities down the stretch, missed 3 or 4 layups, right there at the rim. So we had chances, to go away with it, but it just didn't go in our favor.
Wes, in close games, when you continually go to Brad and try and get a switch or hope that he creates, is your offense too predictable?
I don't think so. There's, of course, moments where it can get like that, but we go to Brad all game, and, he makes play after play for us. So I don't think so. I think there are times we talked about the Milwaukee game where maybe that was an instance. I didn't think it was that tonight. Because we were able to get to the paint. We were able to, like I said, miss 3 layups right there at the rim. So those are possessions, you'll take. So no, I don't think it's that predictable.
Did you consider going to Porzingis more down the stretch, considering how hot he was?
Well, those two are always a 2-man game, and if he decides to space, that's fine because he's obviously shooting the ball exceptionally well. It gives Brad opportunity to get downhill. Brad had 8 assists, so I thought he, did a pretty good job of facilitating for us. And you put the ball in his hands, more often than not, he makes the right decisions.
What do you think just was the theme of mid-third quarter into the fourth? I think they went on like a 32-11 run, 14-0 run. What do you think was?
Well, I thought we got a little lax, when we got up. And then I thought we got a little sloppy. It's one of those things we talked about, the details, and on both ends. And for that little stretch, I didn't think we had that. Came back, the middle of or into the third, start of the fourth, made some plays. KP came in and impacted the game. I thought was great to get us the lead again. But we got to find ways to, minimize those stretches.
What's your message to the team after a game like this?
It's a great effort. I thought we fought. We were competitive. But just that, obviously the turnovers. We had to cut those down, cut down on some of the mental errors, minimize those stretches where I thought we got a little complacent, and I think, that's the next step for us, maturity-wise, that you get a lead. It's regardless of it's 8 to 10 points, whatever it is, whether shots go or not, whether you're making shots, we still got to defend, we still got to do other things, at a high level.
Obviously, career high for you right at the buzzer. What was working well? It seemed like it seemed kind of like a statement game for you a little bit, if I can say that.
Honestly, not at all. I just played. I'll say this, I do feel in a better rhythm in the back-to-backs. And I think my stats are way better in the back-to-backs. So that is one thing that I do feel better. But, just played my game. They were giving me open looks. And just made those shots, and Brad kept finding me, my teammates kept finding me, just made some shots.
We spoke last night about the team's level of hunger, even in losses, and there are some losses you can live with a little bit easier. Was that one of those tonight?
Yes and no, because this one is like the double game, like it means double almost, and even though, yes, of course, we did good things, we fought hard, we can find all the excuses in the world. This is our 4th game in 5 days, but still, we want to get the job done. We want to get the job done, and that wouldn't be a completely different feeling. But we didn't, so we had to live with this, and bounce back next game and at least even the series 1-1.
Just where do you think in the third quarter when they went on that big 32-11 run, 14-0 run, where do you think things kind of just fell apart a little bit?
Good question. I don't know. Maybe we relaxed a little bit. We went up like 11 or something. Maybe relaxed a little bit, but I don't think so. I don't think we relaxed. I don't think so. It's just they made their run and maybe we're like, I don't know. Good question. I don't know. Don't have the answer.
Right. Like, does a sense of complacency kind of set in at certain points?
I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that way. I don't know.
It's just a loss where you guys have 19 turnovers, that much more frustrating.
It's frustrating for sure. Yeah, it's frustrating.
I believe this was the sixth time the team has lost a lead of 15 points or more. If you look at those 6 losses, you think they're wins, you guys could be in 6th place in the East right now and out of the play-in fight. Obviously, you can't look back and do that over again.
Right.
But, I mean, this is a veteran team, so I guess big picture, why does this team kind of struggle with holding on to a big lead?
Great question again. I think maybe we have to get a little bit better at executing under pressure. It's late games. We haven't been the best. We have turned the ball over, and we have made some mistakes, maybe like uncharacteristic for an experienced team. But it's also our first year playing together, this group. So we are still finding our actions late game. We want to involve Kuz, Brad, myself. We want to play like that 3-man action. I think we're still finding ways how we can be like super effective, especially when the pressure is on. So it's a frustrating game, frustrating loss. But what other option we have than just to keep going, keep pushing, and try to get these wins.
Kuz, what do you think made the difference in this one, allowed them to come back from down 15 to get the win?
I mean, we just we didn't get enough stops, and we didn't put the ball in the basket, honestly. So, we did it good enough, but, I mean, not good enough, so.
Just what was it like being in this game, all the games that you guys have played recently, 8-man rotation, and obviously a lot on the line?
I mean, it's amazing. It's the best time of the year. Anytime you could play, meaningful basketball and basketball that matters, and the crowd's into it, it's amazing. It's what you get up for every day, and we're lucky enough at this point in time in the season to even have that opportunity. So.
Kyle, obviously tonight didn't go as planned, but you see them again on Friday. What are some of the adjustments you'd like to see made before you go back out in the next couple of days?
I mean, we just got to get more stops, some little things. Probably figure out our fourth quarter execution. And, that's really it. So, because we already beat them once. They beat us. This game went down to the wire, so, if you look at it, probably fourth quarter and just guard somebody, because it's going to be close. Every team, they know what we're trying to do, and we know what they're trying to do too, so.
Kyle, with regard to the late fourth quarter execution, there seem to be times when your team's offense seems to get stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
Does it get too predictable what the team is trying to do late in games?
For sure. For sure. But at the end of the day, that's what we live and die with, and it's cool because a lot of times we have the ball in the fourth. It's Brad's ball. It's his time, and it's fourth, and it's his team. So we just live and die by it, and it's cool. Whatever happens, you just live with it. So.
So what's the mood like in the locker room after a tough loss like this?
Obviously you want to win the game. It's tough because these games matter, and winning this game or really the next game is really going to be a big game because that's the tiebreaker game. But You know, we just know we play them again, and you know, we got to keep pushing. You know, regardless, win, lose tomorrow, we still got 17, 16, whatever more games it is, and we got to keep pushing and figure it out.